Come travel with me from Sydney to New York. Now, I am rocking the trackies, socks and slide because I am seriously a comfort over style girl. We decided to drive and park at the airport, which let me tell you was bloody stressful. Top tip for everyone, make sure you give yourself plenty of time to park because even though we pre-booked, parking was not easy. After bag dropping, clearing customs, we went straight to the coffee shop to get myself one last good coffee. No offense to my American friends on here, but I have really low expectations when it comes to your coffee. Iced tea secured for the plane and we were ready to go. First leg of the journey was Sydney to Dallas and was approximately a 14.5-hour flight. Absolute bloody joy. About 6 hours in, I took myself to the tiny little toilet to do my nightly skincare routine. I had to try and save my already breaking out skin from the airplane air conditioning. The girl was smart though and I packed all the essentials. Because I'm a bloody genius, I used the baby change table as my little station to get myself sorted. After my skincare was complete, I brushed my teeth and then headed back to my seat to lock in for the rest of the flight. I actually ended up reading most of the flight. I read The Lake of Lost Girls and most of Kill For Me, Kill For You. Honestly, both books are 10 out of 10 and I would recommend. We finally arrived in Dallas after what felt like forever and then came the next hurdle of clearing US customs. So I had heard horror stories about what this would be like, but thankfully we breezed through and I do thank my white privilege for this. We had to recheck our bags and then while slightly delirious, we explored Dallas Airport. About 3 hours later, we got on our next flight. Thankfully, this leg was only about 2.5 hours and at this point I passed out and slept for most of it. Arriving finally in New York City, we grabbed our bags and went straight to the taxi rank. There was no way in hell I was going to try and figure out the subway after 24 hours of travel. We paid the equivalent of like 160 AUD, but I couldn't even care because it took us 20 minutes max and we were at our hotel. Once we checked in, we literally dumped our stuff and made a break to go get Chipotle and Krispy Kreme. It was necessary. Then we showered and called it a night. Now only 4 days to go to the New York Marathon. See you guys tomorrow for the first full day of exploring.